do, do, do. Do, 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 do. There you go. So all of you know that Bloop does not have any friends as of now. He's lonely in this tank, and look at him, he's spitting at me because he needs some friends, he needs some company. He's lonely. I'm kidding, he's actually just asking for food, which I'm actually kind of happy, but he's getting really comfortable with me that he knows how to ask for food now. He's spitting at me. It's disrespectful, but at least I know he's comfortable with me now. So Bloop, are you excited with your friends? Are you excited for your first set of tank mates? Are you? I think he is. Or he's just hungry. Look at him nipping at everything. But don't worry, Bloop, because you're not gonna be nipping at those soon enough. So in this video, we're actually introducing to you the new set of tank mates for Bloop. The first set of tank mates for Bloop. And the first set of new additions in this 10-gallon tank. So I'm so excited with that, and you can already notice there's a bunch of Dwarf Sagittaria already. And if you see my previous video on aquascaping, I've added the Dwarf Sagittaria from the start when I first set up this tank, but they died off. So I had to order some more online, which I ordered the first set of Dwarf Sagittaria from. And yesterday they arrived, but they arrived mushy. It was like just green mush. So turns out there's a bunch of people selling Dwarf Sagittaria locally here in Bacolod. So I just got these from them. I just ordered them this night, and they arrived just a few minutes later. So thank you to that guy that I bought this from, and so happy with this. So this also gonna be very perfect for the new tank mates, but we're gonna do some safety precautions. Okay, these tank mates are kind of fragile, so I have to do some safety measures. So I'm gonna take off this hang-on back filter, and we're gonna do some modifications with it. And if you're a seasoned fish keeper, you already know. You probably have a hunch already on what tank mate I'm adding in this tank. So I took this out. We're gonna do some modifications with this piece. Okay, so you see the sponge there, you see some zip ties. So if you have some experience in fish keeping, you probably know what I'm gonna add. So we're gonna use these pieces, and take note of this. If you're a new fish keeper, take note of this technique, because some hang-on back filters have this attachment, have this sponge attachment in the inlet of their filter, but some does not. So if you're planning to add these tank mates, take note of this. So we're gonna wrap it around the inlet, and we're gonna use zip tie to hold it down. And I'm gonna teach you, if you're using zip tie, if you're gonna do this also by yourself, take note of this. If you're using zip tie, cut the excess zip tie perpendicular to the base. I'm gonna show you what I mean in a while. So that's how it looks. I'm gonna get the scissors. I'm gonna cut it like this. You see what I mean? Cut it perpendicular to the base. Don't cut it parallel like that. Cut it like this, because that's gonna make the stub less sharper or not sharp at all. So that's important, especially if you have long finned fishes in the tank. If you have sharp objects or sharp like stubs like this, it could really harm them. So to avoid that, do this. Cut it perpendicular to the base. And we're done. We're done with the modifications, the safety precautions, or the safety measures. So we're going to install it back in. I'm just going to take off the hang-on back filter again. I had to set up my phone because it's so hard to do this with one hand. And very easy. We just put it back in and we're done. That's it. Simple. Boom. And we're going to turn it back on just so we can see if the sponge is not too thick. or too, too dense that is gonna stop the water from flowing. So I got it in, I plugged it back in, and we can already see the water flowing back up. It's gonna take some time normally. This is how hang on back filters work. They kind of take some time to run, but when it does, there we go. It works very well, and there's no changes in the water flow. It's the same water flow with the same setting. So that's good. That's a good sign. And this is how it looks. Very minimal. You can't even notice it in the front. So Bloop, are you ready? Are you ready for friends? Are you excited? I'm just gonna feed him. I fed him before adding them because it's been spitting at me while I was doing some changes, while I was taking off the hang on back filter and putting that attachment back in. He was spitting at me. He was asking for food. Okay guys, so I think Bloop is ready to meet his new friends. This is gonna be the big reveal. Okay, here they are in this tub. I had to put them there because they have the tendency to jump out. Shrimps! The first set of shrimps! And these are my very first set of Amano shrimps actually. So I'm very happy, I'm so excited. And I got this from the same guy that I got those dwarf sagittarias from. So very convenient, and they're very cheap also. Like 50 pesos each. And I bought 2, but he gave me 1 more for free. So thank you, dwarf sagittaria Amano guy. Thank you so much. And we're gonna add them now to this tank. But before that, it's always good to acclimate your fishes and your shrimps. Usually if it's shrimps, they're much more sensitive. It's drip acclimation. That's the best option. But I got kind of impatient. So I just had to top off this original water of the shrimps with tank water for like every 15 minutes. And after we're done, we're gonna transfer them into the tank. So I'm actually voice overing this video, and I had to voice over because I said a lot of unpleasant words when transferring these Amano shrimps to the tank, and you will see why in a bit. So in this part, we're actually transferring the very first Amano shrimp. There's 3 of them, and they're pretty chill. I was surprised on how chill they were. Or maybe they were stressed. That's why they weren't really running away. And we got the first Amano shrimp, and you're gonna see why I got so stressed. This is not the stressful part. This is not the most stressful part when I was transferring them. But I got really stressed in this part. So you can see he jumped out. He jumped out of the net, and I didn't see him after that. I looked for him for 10 minutes straight. I didn't see him. So in this part of the video, I was already checking if he jumped out of the tank or he swam back at the back. So it really took me some time looking for him. And I was panicking actually. But I just checked the background, I just checked the foreground of the tank, and I actually checked a slow-mo of the video. So I watched the pre-recorded video and I put it in slow-mo, and this is what I saw. So we were putting the fish net into the water, and then it jumped out there, and you can see him at the back, swimming at the back. So I couldn't see him, but I'm sure he's just there at the back. So now we're gonna add the second one, and this is the most stressful part of the process of adding them in. Just watch. You'll understand why. Oop! He jumped out of the fish net. And I had to cut the video. I was looking for him, and he's just there. And it was so hard to find them because they're kind of transparent. But good thing I found this guy, and he just kept on jumping. You can see. Crazy! So I was panicking. And I didn't know how to handle. I didn't want to use my fingers because I might like pinch them too hard, and they might die. I might turn them to mush. So I just took this plastic container, and I was trying to push him in to the container, but gladly he just jumped back to the fish net, and I did my best to quickly move him into the tank. So I was trying to put him in, and then he just jumped back to the fish net. There we go. And I just did this as fast as I could, just to avoid any more stress with this guy. And he just jumped in, and he went to that corner. And funny enough, when he got to that part, he just started eating the algae off the aqua soil. So for the third shrimp, I decided to use this. I thought that because the net is deeper, he's just gonna get stuck in the net when he's trying to jump. But just watch what happens. So I was waiting for him to get into the net. Took me some time because he was just not moving. And here we go. I was so confident that they wouldn't jump. But poop poop, double jump, and he's in the floor, jumping. But I got him to the tank. I just didn't video it because I panicked. And there's the guy, and there's a second guy, and the third guy is hiding over here. Yeah, so I finally saw the first shrimp, and he's just there hiding under the driftwood. So yeah, all of them are happy, all of them are alive, and this guy is the happiest because he now has some friends to accompany him in this tank. And this guy too, he's very happy because he's the guy, when I put him in, he just jumped straight to that corner and started eating on the aqua soil. And look at him, he's getting at it. He's getting the work done already. He's starting to eat those brown algae off this rock. And I guess he's paying his rent as early as he could. So I'm very happy with this, guys. They're larger shrimps compared to those usual chair shrimps. So I'm hoping they will start eating on the more harder to remove algae, especially like green spot algae. Oh, there's Bloop saying hi. And then whoop. Yeah, shrimps are very fast. So that's it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. And this is the first set of tank mates. So don't worry, because on the next video, I didn't forget. I'm gonna bring you guys to the pet shop. We're gonna choose the next set of tank mates. I'm planning on Chiliras boras, but Chiliras boras here in Bacolod are not that common. I'm planning some neon tetras, but I don't know. They're just so overrated. I'm still thinking I want something new. I want some fish that I don't have yet, and very easy or fairly easy to take care of, very hardy. I'm thinking some Chiliras boras antlers if I can find some. But honestly, I don't know. That's why we're gonna go around some pet shops soon. I'm gonna take you with me. I'm gonna make a vlog out of that. So I'm very excited with that. But currently I'm just finishing some school stuff, some internship stuff. But after all of this, we're gonna make some time for the pet shops. So here's Mr. Shrimp saying goodbye. He's just getting busy with the algae. So thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.